السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
الحمد لله رب العالمين، وأصلي وأسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله، وخير الهدي هدي نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، شر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. أما بعد. Inshallah, today we will start tafsir Surat Qaf. Surat Qaf. Okay, Alhamdulillah, we finished the chapter of purity from the fiqh of worship. Inshallah, will come later. Yani, don't worry, because maybe some of you said we bought the book, or we got the book and only we used the book only 2 halqa. Okay. Inshallah, we'll come back to the book later. Bismillah. Don't throw the book, keep it with you and read it, review what we studied. Surat Qaf. Why I start from Surat Qaf? Because there is something called Al-Mufassal. Al-Mufassal. Okay, Surah Al-Mufassal. There is different or different classifications for the Quran. There is Sab'i Tiwal, the 7 long surah. And there is Al-Mi'in, the surah. عبد الرحمن شوف سلمان برا قاعد يدور بالباب عشان لا يحصل الحين. And Al-Mi'in, what's Mi'in? More than 100 verses. Mi'in from the word mi'a. In Arabic, mi'a means 100. Okay. And there is Hawamin, the surah starts with Hamim. And the last 4 chapters or 5 chapters, Al-Mufassal. It is called Al-Mufassal. What's the meaning Mufassal? Al-Mufassal, this word from Al-Mifsal. Mifsal in Arabic means the joint. The joint. This is called Mifsal. Mifsal. صح? Okay? Why they call it Mufassal? Because there are many joints. It means many verses. يعني, for example, if you notice Surah Qaf, Qaf, والقرآن المجيد, بل عجبوا. Okay? For example, Surah Al-Mursalat, وَالْمُرْسَلَاتِ عُرْفًا. You notice the verse is short. So there are many fawasil, many stops, and from Surah Qaf until the end of the Quran. Some scholars said from Surah Al-Hujurat, others say from Surah Qaf. And alhamdulillah, last year we finished Surah Al-Hujurat, and Tuesday's halqa, I think in 6 hours or 8 hours, we finished Surah Al-Hujurat, alhamdulillah. And now, we'll take Surah Qaf. I like in Ramadan, we make our discussion around the Quran. Okay? Surah Qaf. And there is a nice tafsir, Shaykh bin Uthaymeen, rahimahullah. He explained Surah Qaf, Surah Al-Hujurat, Surah Qaf, and the rest of chapter 27. Surah Al-Dariyat, Surah Al-Tur, Al-Qamar, Al-Najm, Al-Rahman, Al-Waqi'a, and Al-Hadid. Okay? Very nice. Very nice. Tafsir Shaykh bin Uthaymeen, rahimahullah ta'ala. طيب. We start with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And sorry, also Al-Mufassal, this classification, Al-Mufassal, I mean from Al-Hujurat until the end of the Quran, the scholars said 3 things, or even the Sahaba, they know 3 classifications. There is Tiwal Mufassal, the long surah of Mufassal, medium and short. The long from Al-Hujurat until Al-Naba, Amma Yatasa'alun. The medium from Al-Naba until Wad-Duha. And the short from Al-Duha until the end, Surah Al-Nas. This is important. Why? To know the Sunnah, how to read the Quran in the Salah. Yeah, for example, the Prophet ﷺ usually reads from Qisar Mufassal in Salat al-Maghrib. Usually he reads sallallahu alayhi wa sallam from the short surah of al-Mufassal. In which Salah? Maghrib. Not always. I said usually. Why? Because one time he read Surah Al-A'raf. How many pages Surah Al-A'raf? About 22 pages, yeah, more than 1 juz. Okay, so there is a common mistake that people think that the sunnah to read short surah in Salat Maghrib. It is wrong to say it is sunnah always, not always. Okay, usually yes. But if the Imam, for example, if the Imam in Salat al-Maghrib, but not we are fasting, okay, we'll fight him. We are fasting, okay. If, for example, if the Imam reads in Salat al-Maghrib, إذا وقعت الواقعة, for example, no problem. If he reads الأنفال, يسألونك عن الأنفال, no problem. Okay, but not every day. Not every day. It should be rarely. The long surah from the Quran. So to know mufassal, the long mufassal, medium mufassal, and short mufassal, it is important for the salah. It is important for the salah. Okay. So Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay, as you know, all the surah you find in the Quran, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, except Surat At-Tawbah. Except Surat At-Tawbah. Okay? And Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is not part of the surah except in two surah. Surah Al-Fatiha and Surah Al-Naml. Surah Al-Fatiha and Surah Al-Naml. Surah Al-Fatiha, at the beginning of the Quran, when we say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is a part of Surah Al-Fatiha. But in Surah Al-Naml, it is not at the beginning. It is inside. إِنَّهُ مِن سُلَيْمَانَ وَإِنَّهُ بِسْمِ اللَّهِ الرَّحْمَنِ الرَّحِيمِ. Okay? So Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is not part of the surah except in Surah Al-Fatiha at the beginning and Surah Al-Naml in between. And there is no Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim in Surah Al-Tawbah. Okay. It starts Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Of course, يعني to start with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Allah will bless your deeds, your actions, your sayings. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And if you remember, we said Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim called al-Basmala. And to say Bismillah is called Tasmiyah. Okay, again. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is Basmala. Bismillah is Tasmiyah. Okay. Basmala in some situations, Tasmiyah in different situations. How? When you read the Quran, we say Tasmiyah or Basmala? Basmala. Before reciting Quran, we say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay? But before eating, before wudu, okay? When you remove your dress, you want to change your dress, you say Tasmiyah. Bismillah. Tasmiyah. Okay? We mentioned this, Jalal?
Yes.
Tuesday, Hawa?
Yes. Here.
Here? Okay. So before iftar, we say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim or Bismillah? Bismillah. I know in some books you will find that it is mustahab, it is recommended to say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay? But the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to say only Bismillah. It is to say Bismillah is enough. Why? Because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to the boy, you know the famous story when the boy came and he started to eat with his right hand, left hand, without saying Bismillah. He was eating from in front of him in different places. What the Prophet ﷺ told him? Ya ghulam, oh boy, say Bismillah. Use your right hand and eat from in front of you. This is the manner. Okay? So we should teach, especially in this month. Maybe our kids hungry. Okay? They want to attack the food. Shway. Slowly. Say Bismillah. Eat what is in front of you. Okay? And use your right hand. Okay? Maybe one point not related to the topic, but inshallah it is important. Now, alhamdulillah, it is not summer in Kuwait. It is summer or not summer? طيب ها ابو ياسر
البطارية مش مشحونة والسوكت مش عارف فين
خلاص
مش موجود في الشنطة
خلاص
لا ازاي خلاص ما ينفعش بس لو انت بس استنى 5 دقايق عشان الكشك بتاعت الكحل لانه مش عارف يحط لها فين وفين انت فاهم
هو
بس دي الصبح فين؟ يعني حاجه بتيجي ناقصه ديت مش عارف. طيب يعني فين الفيشه اللي احنا كنا بنحطها المره اللي فاتت؟ يعني حضرتك عارف احنا البطاريه اللي جايه مش مشحونه، حتى الشارجر مش فيها عشان اشحنها. امال ليه كل مره يجيبوا حاجه ناقصه؟
خلاص.
لا مش خلاص، دي بس 5 دقايق بس، يعني حتى لو تاخد بريك بس دقيقتين عشان اعرف اتحرك كده.
انا ماشي بمقدمه لما ما دشيت في النقطه.
ما انا عارف.
طيب. So about the children. Sometimes your child asks you, "Oh Dad, I want to fast. I want to pray with you in the masjid." But we stop them. Sometimes, subhanallah, your children ask you, and we stop them. And after maybe 5 or 6 years, you beg them, please, join me in the masjid. And they are lazy, they want to sleep, they want to play. Why? Because of us. Because we do not take this chance. At the beginning, they are asking, please, I want to pray with you in the masjid. I want to fast Ramadan. No, you are young, eat. And if they are fasting, we force them to eat. Still you are young. خلاص يلا. You fasted enough until dhuhr. يلا. Now you should take your lunch. Why? No, he's young. Still he's a child. The Sahaba, we mentioned this hadith, the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala used to train, this is even not in Ramadan, in Ashura. And Ashura not wajib. Fasting Ashura, the day of Ashura, the 10th day of Muharram, is not wajib, but they used to train their children to fast. And when their children start crying, they cry. Why? Because they are hungry. What they did?
Give toys.
Yes, they will give them some toys to play. They will not say, Allah, eat water. Drink water, eat food. So now we are the opposite. Of course, not all of us, but many of us. We are the opposite. No, you are 6 years old. Still you are young. Okay, what is the problem? If he wants to fast, give him the chance to fast. If he cannot, if he cannot fast, your son or your daughter, they will say, we need food, we want to eat. Okay? Yeah, now the question, do you think that your son or your daughter, the 5 years old, if he's very hungry, if he's too thirsty, okay, do you think that he will not ask you water? Huh? What he will do? Brothers?
He will ask.
Huh? I think you don't agree with me. Huh? You agree or you don't? Huh? Even they will not ask you. Hiddenly they will go and drink water. Yeah? So please, try to help your children. Try to help your children at this age, okay? And please be wise with them, okay? As I mentioned in previous halqa, they are not the same. Their body is not the same. Maybe sometimes you force them, okay? And this is not a wise way to force your kids. Why? Wallahi, because your brother, or when I was at your age, I used to fast the whole Ramadan. Okay, but your body is not like his body. The time, okay, where you fasted Ramadan, wallahi, I was in that country and it was winter. Okay, but now we are in summer and in Kuwait, alhamdulillah, until now it is not summer in Kuwait. The temperature 37, it is not summer. Alhamdulillah. So we are different, and your kids are different. They are not the same. So please be wise with them and take the advantage. If they ask you, we want to fast, we want to pray Taraweeh with you. For example, if your daughter says, I want to pray Taraweeh with you, or with her mother. Okay, good. This is good. Why you stop them? Why you stop them? Alhamdulillah, let them take the chance. Let them live the environment of Ramadan. Okay? So this is not part of my halqa, but I think it is important part of our life. طيب. So, Surat Qaf. Qaf. Qaf is a letter. Allah started this surah with Qaf. Okay, how we recite this? Qaf. Okay, six, they say in Tajweed, you extend your fingers, 6 fingers, or you close them, 6 fingers. Qaf. Okay, this is Tajweed, 6 fingers. Okay, right? What is the meaning of Qaf? Allahu Alam. Okay, Shaykh Al-Uthaymeen said, the letter Qaf by itself, no meaning. The letter Qaf. Not only the letter Qaf, all the letters. Alif, Lam, Mim, Sad, okay, Alif, Lam, Mim, Sad, Alif, Lam, Ra, Ha, Mim, all the letters, he said, no meaning. They have no meaning. Okay, how you could say in the Quran there is something no meaning? Everything meaning. There's meaning for everything in the Quran. You should respect the Quran. Okay, of course, it doesn't mean that there is something useless in the Quran. A'udhu billah. No, you cannot say this. Okay, Shaykh Al-Uthaymeen said there is no meaning by itself, but there is a great goal and a great aim behind these letters. How? He said, as if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying to the Arabs, or to anyone who knows Arabic language, I will bring something from your letters, and I ask you to bring something the same. And of course you cannot. Yani Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said the Quran, Allah spoke the Quran from the letters that we are using and the Arabs using. How many letters in Arabic language? 28. 28. English? 26. Alhamdulillah, more too. Okay. Japanese? 1 million? Chinese. So Allah said, I bring this Quran from your letters, and you cannot make like the Quran. You cannot say anything like the Quran. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Qaf, it means nothing by itself, but it means that we, or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, compete the Arabs, or anyone knows the Arabic language, to bring something like the Quran. And alhamdulillah, from that time, now we are Munshir in Arabic.
14, 13,
No, please. Check the calendar, Arabic
1439.
Huh?
1439.
Yes, 1439. 1439. Okay.
اوكي
خلاص. انت.
يلا بسم الله.
طيب. So the word, the letter Qaf, it doesn't have meaning, but there is an aim and goal. It means we are competing the Arabs, or anyone knows the Arabic language, to bring something like the Quran. And of course, Allah mentioned the Quran. You will not, and you cannot. You cannot make something like the Quran. You cannot say anything like the Quran. Of course, the Quran is the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, and you cannot say anything like the Quran. Even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned you cannot say something like one chapter of the Quran or one surah. Okay, so no one can say anything like the Quran. And you know, subhanallah, at the time of Musaylim al-Kadhdab, those who claim that they are prophets, okay, they try to make something like the Quran. Subhanallah, they say يعني الفيل ما الفيل خرطوم طويل. The elephant, you don't know what is the elephant. It has a long nose. Subhanallah, the Arabs started to laugh on him. Okay, so no one can say anything like the Quran until now. So there is no mistake in the Quran, and no one can say anything like the Quran. Wal-Quran al-Majid. Most of the time, if you read the Quran, the surah of the Quran, Qaf, Hamim, Alif Lam Mim, the next ayah immediately you'll find something related to the Quran. Qaf, wal-Quran Al-Majid. Al-Quran Majid bil Majd. It has the honor. Allah glorified the Quran. It's very high. The Quran, Al-Majid. Okay? The glory. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, قاف والقرآن المجيد بل عجبوا أن جاءهم منذر منهم. عجبوا. The word عجبوا, they wondered. Who? The kuffar in Makkah. And جاءهم, why they wondered? And جاءهم منذر منهم. Because Allah sent one man from them. He is a human being, he's not an angel. Okay, subhanallah. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the prophets and the messengers, they are human beings like us. Like what we read in Surat Al-Kahf at the end. قُلْ إِنَّمَا أَنَا بَشَرٌ مِثْلُكُمْ. I am a human being like you. But I have a revelation from Allah. So they wondered, he should be an angel. Subhanallah. Okay. Allah said in another surah, if we send an angel to them, we'll make him like in a shape of a human being. So the same thing. Okay? And why they ask? No, the issue is he is from human being, he is an angel, he is a jinn. This is not the issue. The issue is the Quran. You have to read the Quran and follow the Quran and to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? So this is the main thing. You have to read the Quran and follow the Quran. Wallahi is from a human being, from an angel, from a jinn. It's not important. It's not important. And also, subhanAllah, it is more suitable to send the messenger from the human beings. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and all the prophets, human beings. They love, they cry, they die, they become sick, they fast, they have children. Okay, so imagine if Allah sent Jibreel, for example, as our messenger, what the people will say? Allah sent an angel, he doesn't need food, he's strong, he flies, that's right. Okay, so Allah sent human beings like us. We know his parents. لَقَدْ جَاءَكُمْ رَسُولٌ مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ. It came to you, he came to you, a messenger from you, among you. You know him, you know his parents, you know that he is honesty, dignity, everything you know about Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He did not come from a different village. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about the kuffar, they wondered, because I sent a messenger from you. فَقَالَ الْكَافِرُونَ هَذَا شَيْءٌ عَجِيبٌ. Then the disbelievers say, oh, this is ajib. Okay? If you remember, we mentioned the word ajib has different meanings. Right?
Yeah.
What we mentioned?
Strange.
Strange?
And amazing.
Amazing, yes. Yes. Yeah, for example, if we start the breakfast after Maghrib and you eat this biryani, which was lahm, any kind of dish, okay, lasagna. So if it is very nice, what do we say? In Arabic we say ajib. If it is very nice, amazing, ajib. Okay? But for example, if at the time of iftar, there is what you call
No food.
huh? No food. There is no food. Okay? There is no food. What do you say? Ajib. We are fasting and there is no food. Strange. Okay? So the same word ajib, it can be for something very strange, okay, or something we like. Amazing. So here, which one?
What they don't like.
Yes, strange. Strange. Okay, a messenger from us, a human being, messenger. هذا شيء عجيب. Okay. So the kuffar will say, this is ajib. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أَإِذَا مِتْنَا وَكُنَّا تُرَابًا ذَلِكَ رَجْعٌ بَعِيدٌ. Of course, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told the kuffar that I am a messenger from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, And there is a life after death. You will die, then there is a life after death. The day of resurrection. So the kuffar said, أَإِذَا مِتْنَا, if we die, وَكُنَّا تُرَابًا, then we will become dust. There is resurrection. ذَلِكَ رَجُعٌ بَعِيد. No, it is too far. No, this is unbelievable. This is impossible. Okay? هذا شيء عجيب. Okay? Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, قَدْ عَلِمْنَا, we know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we know what the earth will eat from them. When we bury them, we know what the earth will eat from them. Okay? So it means that we know where your body will go, so we can make you again. We can create you again. Why? Because we know where your meat and your flesh went. Okay? And here Shaykh Mu'taymin rahimahullah mentioned that, but there is an exception. What he means? He means the earth will not eat all the bodies. The prophets, alayhim salatu wasalam. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, Inna Allah made haram for the earth to eat the body of the prophets. So if you go and check the body of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, you will find it. And if you check the body of all the prophets, you will find it. But we don't know where are the graves of the prophets. Shaykh Islam Taymiyyah said, we don't know the grave of any prophet except our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So where is the grave of Musa? The grave of Isa? We don't know. We don't know. So if anyone claims that, yalla come, let's visit the grave of Ibrahim, tell him, sorry, you are a liar. Or you are an ignorant. Why? Because we don't know. And also, it is not important to know. If it is important, Allah will tell us. Okay, this is a very important point. It is not important to know. And if it is important, Allah will tell us. Okay? So the Prophet ﷺ said that the earth will not eat the bodies of the prophets. And also, maybe sometimes Allah will protect the bodies of some people. Okay? This is like an advantage. Okay? They mention in the history that subhanallah, strong rain and what you call flood. Huh? Flood. It came and subhanallah, it showed the body of some of the Sahaba or some of the Muslims. Okay, so Allah A'lam, why? Okay, but this happened. Okay, but mainly the earth will eat all the bodies. Okay, and it will eat. It will dissolve in the dust, except one bone. What is the name of this bone? Ajbud Danab. Yes, Ajbud Danab. What is in English? Coccygeal bone. Okay, coccygeal bone. The last bone in the back. صح Ustad?
Yes.
What is the name?
Coccyx.
Coccyx, yes, coccyx. Coccyx, or we say...
The tail.
Huh?
We call it the tail bone.
The tail, yes. Or in anatomy, we call it coccygeal bone. The last one, very small bone. Okay? Subhanallah, it is there. Why? Because Allah will recreate us again from this bone. Ajbud Danab. Okay? As it came in the hadith mentioned by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Okay? وَعِنْدَنَا كِتَابٌ حَفِيظٌ. Everything registered in a book. Okay? Where you died, when you died. Okay? Where is your body? Okay? What was your age? Everything is registered. Hafid, it is preserved. Okay? It is not like now, subhanallah, sometimes you go to a place to do your work. For example, to renew your civil ID or to do something. You give them the paper, you go to them again. Wallahi, sorry, bring the paper again. We lost your papers. This happens, right? But with Allah, nothing like this. Hafid, preserved. وعندنا كتاب حفيظ بل كذبوا بالحق لما جاءهم. They denied the truth when the truth came to them. When Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to them, Muhammad is haqq. truth. The Quran is truth. When they came to them, the Quran, the Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they denied. No, you are not a messenger. Subhanallah. No. يعني, when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam started his da'wah, at the age of 40. This was the age of da'wah of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, before the age of 40, what is the position of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Mecca? Huh?
The best man.
Yes, he was one of the best. They trust him. He is an honor. He is the grandson of Abdul Muttalib, the leader of Quraysh. But when he started the da'wah, he is crazy. He is a magician. He is a fortune teller. Subhanallah. Why? He did not travel to take a course about magic. He's with you. He doesn't know how to read or how to write. Illiterate, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. بل كذبوا بالحق. They denied the truth. لما جاءهم, when the حق came to them. فهم في أمر مريج. They are in a situation مريج. What does mean مريج? Doubtful. Okay, what they mention in the tafsir Shaykh al-Uthaymeen say, sometimes they say Muhammad is a crazy man. Then they say no, Muhammad is sahir, a magician. No, Muhammad is a fortune teller. No, Muhammad is a poet. So they are okay. Now, what is the meaning that if I accuse somebody, if there is someone, and I'm giving him different accusations, 3, 4, and each one is different than the other, it means I'm not telling the truth.
They are confused.
I'm confused. I'm confused. Okay. بل كذبوا بالحق لما جاءهم فهم في أمر مريج. They are not clear. And subhanallah, this is the disbelievers. Okay? When you try to talk with them, they are not straight. They will not tell you something the same. Okay? They will tell you different accusations. Okay? And subhanallah, what they say, if you are a liar, if you want to lie, your memory should be strong. Why? Because you'll forget. So subhanallah, the kuffar like this. They forget. Or because they are in doubt. فَهُمْ فِي أَمْرٍ مَرِيجٍ. Here Shaykh al-Uthaymeen mentioned a very important point. He said, you should accept the haqq from the first time. Accept the haqq from the first time. If you don't accept, maybe Allah will punish you. And later you will not accept the haqq. Or it will be difficult for you to accept the haqq. And he gave an example, very nice example. For example, if there is a hadith, for example, now I tell you something new for you. He said, don't try to ask, why should I do this or not? Is it compulsory or recommended? He said, no. Try to accept the haqq immediately. If I tell you an authentic hadith, for example, I tell you there is hadith in Bukhari. The hadith in Bukhari is telling this and this. Is it compulsory or recommended? Okay, if I don't say this, Habibi, try to take this sunnah and try your best to apply the sunnah in your life. But if you try to go around, okay, and you are hesitant in applying the sunnah, okay, maybe Allah will punish you. ونقلب Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, ونقلب أفئدتهم وأبصارهم كما لم يؤمنوا به أول مرة. Okay, يعني we'll put them in doubt and we'll make them changing their positions not straight. Why? Because they did not believe at the first time. So try your best to follow the haqq. If you are in the masjid and the sheikh mentions something new for you, okay, try to apply the sunnah. Okay, you want to check, is it authentic hadith, not authentic? Yes, you have this right. But if you believe that it is an authentic hadith, follow. For example, you used to eat by your left hand. Then now I mention, it is wajib compulsory to use your right hand. The Prophet ﷺ said, okay, kul biyaminik, eat by your right hand. And this is an order from the Prophet ﷺ. And also, he said, the shaitan eats by his left hand. So now it is clear, hadith is authentic. Use your right hand And the shaitan is using his left hand. Well, why? But how the etiquette is to eat by the right hand? What is the case if I am in front of people and I am in the hotel, the 5-star hotel, and a meeting with the ministers? Habibi, I told you the sunnah, and it is clear. Okay? Your job not to follow, not to find the excuses. If your way is to ask, okay, why we should use the right hand? Some people like this. If you tell them this one, why? Please don't use the question why with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why? Because I used why. because Allah said in the Quran, لا يسأل عما يفعل وهم يسألون. He's not asked. He should not ask. He should not be asked why he did this. And we are the people who are asked. Oh Allah, why you made Ramadan 1 month? Make Ramadan 2 months. Don't ask Allah. Allah created everything and He knows what He's doing, subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's the wise, subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is an important point. Okay? Try your best to follow. Okay? I will not say follow blindly, but obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because Allah will not order you to do the wrong things. Allah will not stop you from the halal and from the useful things. Be sure that when Allah told us, don't drink khamr, don't drink alcohol, be sure that it is good for us to avoid the khamr. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us to pray, be sure that praying is good for us. Fasting is good for us. Okay? Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أَفَلَمْ يَنْظُرُوا إِلَى السَّمَاءِ فَوْقَهُمْ. Did not they see the sky, the heaven above them? كَيْفَ خَلَقْنَاهَا كَيْفَ بَنِينَاهَا. How we built it. Okay? وَزَيَّنَّا, and we decorated it. How?
Stars. With stars.
With the stars. With the stars. Subhanallah. Yani, at night, we don't notice this in the city. But if you go outside the city, the desert, okay, at night, and especially now, I mean at the beginning of the month or at the end of the month, there is no moon, or the crescent is small, you can notice the stars. You feel happy, subhanallah. You feel happy. You need to relax and to see. Qatada, rahimahullah ta'ala, one of the scholars, one of the tabi'in, I mean the generation after the companions called the tabi'in. He said, Allah created the stars for 3 things. Allah created the stars for 3 things. What are they? Number 1, zina lil-sama, decoration for the heaven. Number 2, throwing the shaitan, to kill the shayateen. Number 3,
For direction.
to know the direction. To know the direction. Where is the north, where is the south? How? By the stars. Do you know this? Who knows this?
Yeah, just.
You know?
Yeah, just.
Okay, so if we travel with you, you can tell us where is the north. Huh?
You have to look at the North Star.
You know, without using a mobile.
First you have to locate the.
No, without Google. Without Google. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the stars for these 3 things. And if you use the stars, Qatada said, if you try to use the stars for more than these 3 things, then this is misguidance. Okay? Then you are ignorant. What he means, if you use the stars to know the future. Okay? Wallah, this star came, something bad will happen tomorrow. Or something good will happen next year. This is haram. This is not allowed in Islam. Okay? This is يعني kind of shirk والعياذ بالله. Okay? So, Allah says subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَزَيَّنَّاهَا وَمَا لَهَا مِن فُرُوجٍ. There are no cracks in the heavens, subhanallah. For how many years? 5,000 years? You don't. Allah alam. Allah alam. Because subhanallah, some people claim that the life of Adam, or yani Adam was born, or Allah created Adam before 5,000 years. From where is this? From where? Yani, please don't try to go deeply in to find some information not useful. Okay, now what is the benefit if we know, wallahi, 5,000 years or 10?
10 million years now.
Well, and also the problem, people who are searching, they are ignorant in Sharia. يعني Allah, Nuh came after Adam, صح? Abdullah ibn Abbas said, between Nuh and Adam, 10 قرون, 10 centuries. Okay, between Adam and Nuh, 10 centuries. What's the meaning of century? Okay, this is what we know. Okay, but if you go back to the Arabic language, okay, in Islam, it has also another meaning. It means one generation. It means 10 generations. Between Adam and Nuh, 10 centuries. It means 10 generations. Ten centuries. Okay, this is an important point. Okay, so it means 10 generations. Okay, what is the life long of the generation now? 40 years. Each generation 40 years. Okay, yeah. For example, I say to my son, Abdulrahman, my generation is different than your generation. Your generation now sitting with the mobile iPhone, okay, the WhatsApp, videos. At our time, at my generation, different. Okay. So the generation of Nuh, how many years?
No, 950.
His da'wah, alayhi salatu wassalam, the da'wah of Nuh, 950 years. Okay, 950 years. So what is the age of Nuh? More than 950, no doubt. Yeah, let's say about 1,000 years. Okay, the age of Adam? 1,000. It came in the hadith, his age was 1,000, but he gave his son Dawood 40 years. So almost 1,000. So the generations, the years of generation at that time, maybe 1,000. So if we say 10 generations, it means 10,000 years. So Allah alam how many years between us and Adam alayhi salatu wassalam. Okay. So Allah says, أَفَلَمْ يَنْظُرُوا إِلَى السَّمَاءِ فَوْقَهُمْ كَيْفَ بَنَيْنَاهَا, how we created the heavens. وَزَيَّنَّاهَا, we decorated the heavens by the stars. وَمَا لَهَا مِنْ فُرُوجٍ, there are no cracks. So how many years? No cracks. But now when you build the house, after maybe 10 years, you start to see the cracks. وَمَا لَهَا مِنْ فُرُوجٍ وَالْأَرْضَ مَدَدْنَاهَا, and we extended the earth. Subhanallah, now we can live. You see the masajid, the houses, the malls. You drive from here, from Kuwait to Mecca, mashallah, straight. Yes, you can see mountains, but most of the time, straight. وَأَلْقَيْنَا فِيهَا رَوَاسِيَ. وَاسْمِ رَوَاسِيَ, the mountains, to fix the earth. If there is no mountains, what will happen? We cannot walk. Subhanallah. أَن تَمِيدَ بِكُمْ, it will shake without the mountains. وَأَنْبَتْنَا فِيهَا مِنْ كُلِّ زَوْجٍ بَهِيجٍ, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala plants for us in the earth couples. كُلِّ زَوْجٍ بَهِيجٍ, it means different kinds of plants in the earth. مِنْ كُلِّ زَوْجٍ بَهِيجٍ. What's mean بهيج? يعني you feel happy when you see this plant. Yeah, subhanallah, يعني imagine you have a land in front of your house and it is dry. Okay? Maybe you feel depressed or you feel sad. Okay? But if you put grass, flowers, okay, palm trees, grape trees, mango, what will happen? You feel happy. خلاص, you will not think to travel. You'll even the vacation will stay here. No, you'll travel on vacation. It is hot. Subhanallah. So bahij, you feel happy when you see these plants. لكل زوج بهيج. Okay. يعني now, subhanallah, Allah mentioned the kuffar, then He mentioned the heaven and the plants, the earth. Why? Okay? Or sorry, what is the wisdom? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants the kuffar to think what is around them. What is around them. Okay? How the land in summer, it is clear here in Kuwait, in summer, dry, yellow. But in winter, if there is rain, subhanallah, you see the flowers. You see the green color. Okay, so it means in summer it is dead. In winter, or if there is in spring, if there is rain, it is alive. So as if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling the kuffar, now you can see the life and death every year. Not only once, you see this every year. And it is not difficult. So what about you? If I give you the life again, no doubt this is easier or more difficult? Easier. Easier. So you can see something in front of you every year. No water, the plants die. When you give water, again. Okay. How many minutes we have? 10 minutes? 12 minutes? Okay. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave the kuffar the examples in front of them. Okay? To think carefully and to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وأنبتنا فيها من كل زوج تبصرة وذكرى لكل عبد منيب. Okay? This example, the earth, the sky, the heaven. Why? تبصرة وذكرى لكل عبد منيب. تبصرة, the word تبصرة from البصيرة. Okay? البصيرة, like the insight, okay, your intelligence. وذكرى. Shaykh Al-Haymin said, التبصرة, something continuous. الذكرى, if you forget. If you forget, I remind you. But التبصرة, always continuous. تبصرة وذكرى لكل عبد منيب. But this reminding for everyone? Yes, for everyone. But who will use it? It will be beneficial for the good slave, العبد المنيب, the slave who is repenting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is the meaning of the Quran? Surah Al-Baqarah. ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين. It is a guidance for the righteous people, the pious people. Okay. But maybe somebody will say, but everyone is reading the Quran. صح, everyone is reading the Quran. But who is using the Quran? I mean, who is getting the benefits from the Quran? The pious people. Yeah, I'll tell you something now. All of us know that smoking cigarettes is bad. صح? But not all of them not smoking. Some people smoke. They know this is wrong, but they are smoking. Okay? May Allah help them to stop smoking. Okay? But they know. All of us know that high sugar and food is not good for us. We know that شو اسمه المشروبات الغازية, Pepsi and 7-Up. Soda is not good. Okay? But we do this. We drink. So the point is, who is using the knowledge that he has? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, تَبْصِرَةَ وَذِكْرَ لِكُلِّ عَبْدٍ مُنِيبٍ. This is a good reminder for those who have strong belief, who likes to repent to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But those who don't care, خلاص, they will see in front of them, okay, the good things and the bad things, but they will avoid the good things and they will do the bad things. They see in front of them, it will come inshallah next halqa, the people of Musa, alayhi salatu wasalam. They saw in front of them how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala punished Fir'aun. Okay? He was drowned in the sea, in front of them. But immediately, After Allah saved them, they did the shirk. Subhanallah. They worshipped the ox. They asked Musa, oh Musa, we want a god different than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, other than Allah. يعني عجيب, strange. تبصرة وذكرى لكل عبد منيب. Okay, I stop here, inshallah, to give some time before iftar. Also, any question you have? Any question?
Sheikh, I have one question.
Yes.
Sheikh, you just said that drinking soda is not good for health, eating too much sugar is not good for health, and on the other hand, this smoking is also not good for health. So are these the same? Like these all are not good for health. We are smoking and we are having, we are drinking sodas. Are these both sin? The same?
No, I don't mean sin. I mean.
Can you repeat the question?
Okay, the question that I mentioned that smoking cigarettes and drinking soda and the food with high sugar, all them sin. No, I don't mean that they are sin, but I mean people know that this is wrong.
Still people are.
But still people doing it. Okay, I'm not talking that haram or halal. Okay, of course, yeah, of course, yeah. For example, if you eat now, there is some sweet maybe here. Okay, if you eat one piece after fasting, it's okay. But eating from Maghrib until Fajr, sweet.
Yeah.
Like now, people think that Ramadan is punishment. We open our mouth Maghrib and we close the mouth Fajr. Okay, people think that Ramadan is punishment. Go to the Jam'iyyah, wallahi, we are crazy. We are crazy.
Everything they have.
Well, why we are buying food this way? Because Ramadan is punishment. This is the concept. A'udhu billah, Ramadan is not punishment. Ramadan is one of the pillars of Islam. Ramadan is a worship. Okay, Ramadan should make you closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ramadan should clean your heart. People think, oh no, Ramadan is good. Yes, to lose some weight. It is wrong to say this. Please don't say and don't believe that Ramadan is good for your weight, to lose some weight. Because if you fast Ramadan to lose weight, it means no reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No, we are fasting Ramadan to be closer to Allah. We are fasting Ramadan to raise our iman, our faith, not to lose the weight. Okay, if you are losing weight, this is something good, but don't put this in your intention mainly. I am fasting Ramadan, yes, good diet. A'udhu billah. No, this is not for Muslims. This is not for Muslims. Maybe non-Muslims fast for diet, for something else, okay, because they are non-Muslims. But we as Muslims, we want to raise our iman. Okay. Any question? We will not eat until we hear the adhan. Don't do that when we finish the hadar, we start eating. خليه يفتح التمر. Okay. No questions? خلاص. جزاكم الله خير. صلى الله عليه وسلم.